Hello, my friends. It's Sunday, and I want to take some time to share some thoughts and things. Why not? Um, the biggest thing here was my week was based around faith, and I'm not talking about religion. Faith in myself, faith in who I am, and what I've become over the past 6 years, and it really showed when an ex friend of mine, who I had practically removed from most of my social media and life, because they had horribly wronged me. This is a reoccurring theme, actually. A lot of people have done this. And because I cut them off, then they sent me a message, right? And I've been working on myself healing the message I gave it 2 sentences, right? And realized in the first 2 sentences that this person is projecting and is in the same pattern than the reason why I left in the first place. When you are elevating in life, you have to let people go. They're going to talk trash. They're going to do whatever they want to do. Sometimes it's because they can't do what you do. And that's not cockiness or arrogance on your end, especially if you're just displaying a talent that you have. It's about what the intention is behind it, right? And if you're being pure and authentic and being kind, people can't do that. That's something I've learned. I've watched people. Most of the cases, they want to be kind for clicks, not for karma. Wrong kind of, if you think about it, which gives me the ick, because I'm kind to people behind closed doors consistently. I'm helping people get through their life by being that friend or that mirror to bounce off of, because not only do they understand my intellect, but they also understand that I've gone through some really crazy things for 6 years and went through some horrible experiences, including death, and still smile every day. It's still lifting up my fellow whoever, and understanding that in the end, there are people in the world who need someone who is like us. I want to say me, but us, because I'm not the only one who thinks this way. A lot of neurodivergents are this way. I have a TBI, which kind of headbutts with that a little bit. But my pattern recognition is insane. And when you're ascending and doing the best for you from your own version of pattern recognition, okay? You don't have to be neurodivergent or some kind of super genius to notice a pattern. You just got to let yourself not disregard it internally. Don't go, oh, that's a pattern. No, it's not. I'm tripping. How many of you done that? I'll wait. Yup. You starting to notice that? You starting to feel it? You starting to feel it a little bit? You're like, damn, I did that to myself. Yep. See, when I leave a person's life, I leave a hole. Wanna know why? Because I was being genuine and whole and literally the best version of myself, spreading that positivity to them, to the point where they're like latching on, right? But I'm not here to be latched on to. I'm here to just give you a little bit of help and guidance so you can go do this yourself. But I've come to find out that people don't like doing the work themselves. They want you to do it for them. And that's not going to be what it is. And so the people who have reached out to me like, you hurt me so bad because you left, or la 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 la. No, they're missing my positivity. They're missing my kindness. They're missing my love. They're missing my genuine. They're missing the mirror. They're missing the inspiration. They're missing me being always the nice one to them when the world is always being the worst to them. I am very much so the polar opposite of society. I was just out this weekend looking at society, standing at this event and going, it's interesting. I'm not on this wave, But interesting. When you ascend and heal, you look at things differently. It's natural. It's supposed to happen. So when you do the internal work, which is understanding and accepting your shadow parts, then overstanding your shadow parts, then taking those shadow parts that you now overstand and then bringing them to integrate into where you are. So that is your past, that is your present building towards your future. Because a lot of people look to their past and operate from their emotion, and they operate from their pain, and they operate from their fear, or what their grandma told them, or what their mom told them. Well, coming from a guy who got his brain wiped, let that shit the fuck go. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing either. They just made it work. Your mom, your dad, if they're not here, condolences. Whoever raised you was doing the best they could because that's all they knew. It is on you as the adult right now. And adulting is really what I just said is adulting. Healing, moving forward. Because adulting doesn't have an actual definition. Till this day, no one knows what an adult is. I can recall me waking up and going, what's an adult? People are like, we don't know. How are you 30-something and don't know what an adult is? How am I asking people who are adults not know what the word means? You know how confusing that is for a man with amnesia, trying to learn the world he's in, where no one has an answer for anything. They just say that's just the way it is. Or, oh, I don't know. And then they wonder why people don't do anything. Why is America getting so crushed by their politics and everything? Because they do that. America, they don't stand up for nothing. I'm telling you right now, I stand up for more than anything than most of the Americans nowadays. They'd rather get on the phone and chitter-chat about it, right? Just to get the clicks. But you don't see them in the comments, though, talking to people. So what's the point of talking all that? What's the point of putting all this positivity out there and you're not in the comments? You don't care. You're doing this for the money. You're doing this for the clicks. When I put up a post that's positive or I speak about something that's positive, my ass is in the motherfucking comments. Wanna know why? Because that's called authenticity. It's called you're doing it for the people. It's called you're doing this for the right reasons. Mm-hmm. We need more people doing that. If you're religious, you need to try being more like Jesus. Not praising Jesus, because Jesus didn't ask you to praise him. So if you're in church and you're praising Jesus, you're already committing a sin. Did that hurt? Probably did. You should take some time and go read your book then, because y'all swear y'all know everything, but Jesus was black. Anyway, so y'all have a good day. I'm gonna play skate. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't let people come back in that you kicked out, especially if you elevated past them. Watch them, observe them. If they're doing the same cycles over and 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 over, you need to get out of there before you get caught in that cycle and stuck. Because I know a good portion of you already are. I see you on Facebook. I see you on Snapchat. I see you on Instagram. I see y'all. Remember, I'm a watcher. I see things. But as a king, I don't always speak. And as an architect, I know what it's meant to be the blueprint. I also notice like being energetically powerful, which you can too. Because if you ain't woke up to this sense of energy being around us everywhere all the time, including this little doohickey that you're watching me rant on, it's energy, my friend. It's a portal. It's not what you think it is. It's not like what they do in the movies. They exaggerate it to make you confused. You've got more power in you than you think. And you got more power in you than you believe. You got more power in you than they let you believe. You've got more power in you than the people around you will let you believe. I'm gonna let you soak that in. Because you deserve it. Especially if you've been out here working hard. And if you ran into me and you ain't been working hard, step it the fuck up. Because you're gonna need it. You wanna keep living a mundane life for the rest of your existence? Do you wanna still be around the same people who ain't did shit for the past 10 years? So when you're 60, you're like, you remember when we was just sitting in the house doing the same shit right now? That's boring. Or would you be like, remember that time we went to go try to, change the world? Remember that time we went out to activate the higher frequency of the culture, the planet, the people? That's a conversation that at 60 I would love to have. To look back on. A digital footprint that people can see is like, this man has been authentically aiming to change not just himself, but the world. And it doesn't have to be on this grand scheme scale. It's you, the one watching this, going, you know what? I'm gonna do better for myself. My job is done. If I can get 6 people to go, you know what? I'm gonna start doing better for myself. That's a win. That's what I'm here for. Change your perspective a little bit. Do better for yourself. Look at who's around you. Who's your friends? What are they doing? Are they doing something? You don't need a crown for the light, okay? That's what the song just said. You're already royal, okay? You woke up. You won. Shout out to my homie for that one. Because it's the truth. I stare at death every day. I go to sleep due to my brain injury. And I wake up every day in constant pain and kill it all the time. I'm not about to play skate just to play skate. I'm playing skate to record a video so I can edit it down later to post on YouTube. I stay working internally, externally. You should try it. Okay? Because I believe in you. Don't be afraid of yourself. Learn yourself.